Hello, everybody. We are in the process of making
Tongue.
tongue.
We're making tongue.
Yeah. And here's what it looks like. Not to creep you out or anything, but
So that's how it comes. And then boom!
I feel like you should get closer.
It's a big old beef tongue, guys. And this is a big thanks to our friend Elizabeth that I work out with. So she didn't know what to do with beef tongue, and she had extra. She gave it to me.
So what we're gonna do, if you want, actually, you can put it right in here. Since
Okay.
your hands are already gross.
So beef tongue, you can see the nasties on this beef tongue. Like that's just like you got on your own tongue, but way beefier because it's beef tongue. So.
Shocker! It's really beefy.
So yeah, so we got the beef tongue. We're just gonna put this in the Instant Pot, which is a pressure cooker. So,
Okay, so in the Instant Pot, I do have the tray in here, just to help. You can't see. Help pull it out, right? So the tray goes in.
and the place we learned how to cook beef tongue from was our friend Tommy Glatz
Yeah.
and Marlene Glatz. They own Glatz Jewelers in Aliquippa. So go buy jewelry from them and ask about beef tongue.
Yeah. Tommy loves to talk about beef tongue.
They love their beef tongue.
Okay, so they gave us this recipe, which is super easy. So again, the rack is in the pressure cooker. The tongue is in the pressure cooker. I didn't have the whole spices that it's called for, but we are going to throw in 2 bay leaves.
Do we need onion? I'll get onion.
I didn't cut the onion. 2 bay leaves, and then there's a tablespoon of salt. There is crushed black pepper and powdered cloves. So the recipe called for whole cloves and whole black pepper, which we didn't have, so we're just going to kind of roll with it and see. So I'm just going to sprinkle this in. And we just need 1/4 of an onion, like.
Just a quarter.
Yep.
It's like no onion at all.
Yeah, and you can always throw in more onion or whatever you want. And then really you just need enough water to cover the tongue. So I know you can't see this, but I'm just pouring it in here. That was not enough, so I'm going to grab more.
It's supposed to cover the tongue?
That's what it says.
Okay. I don't think with the glasses we didn't cover the tongue. We just put a specific amount of water in.
Oh, well,
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
we're just going to roll with it then. So that was about 3 cups of water that went in. So some recipes said 2 cups, some said 3, some said cover the tongue.
Yeah.
So,
A lot of them base it on like weight of tongue. We didn't even measure this or weigh this to see how big it was. I don't know.
so Mike's going to just put the onions in now.
Is that enough for you? That's barely any onion.
We'll put more. So again, it was 1/4 of an onion, or maybe it was an onion quartered.
An onion
That
quarter.
would make a difference. It might have been that. So we'll probably just throw a whole onion in,
Yeah.
quartered, because really all this is doing is creating the broth. So it's not going to hurt anything if we have extra onion in there. And then once the onion is in, that's it. Basically, it's ready. So it's going to go on the pressure cooker setting, which is also similar on this particular Instant Pot. This is an Ultra, Instant Pot Ultra. There's, like 5 different versions.
Yeah.
So,
I just realized my back is facing the camera.
well, I mean, what are you supposed to
That's
do?
the best part of
How are you
me.
supposed to cut onion facing the camera?
These are strong onions too. Starting
So-
to crack.
Pressure cooker setting, it's going to be 35 minutes. And then what you do is you let it depressurize naturally for at least a half hour. If the pressure's not gone after a half hour, then you can go in and do the manual release of it. So it's up to you and maybe how much time you have. So is that all the onion?
Yeah, I'm really sad about it too. So,
I'm glad that you did it, not me.
yeah.
All right, so
If you guys don't have a pressure cooker or if you don't have an Instant Pots are super cool.
they really are.
You can make, we'll make pulled chicken in, the actual cooking time is like 8 minutes, which is like black magic. It doesn't make sense. But
You can
it
do it
has
a little longer to make it easier to
it
pull
has to heat up and cool down,
Right.
so that's where it takes a little longer.
Yeah.
But you pretty much get the same effects of like 5 hours in the crock pot in 1 hour, maybe 45 minutes
I
for
mean,
some things.
it's pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
So the other thing is, if you don't have a pressure cooker at all, let alone an Instant Pot, you can do this. You can make tongue in just a pot with water and just
But
boil it for
it's
longer,
super
or a
good
crock
this way.
pot.
And people who've never had tongue before, this is either going to terribly gross you out or make you just want it so bad. The best way to describe tongue is like mixing a sirloin steak or like the best steak you've ever had with Spam. In the most awesome of ways.
I feel like it's like prime ribbish almost.
If you pressure cook it.
We've never done it any other way.
I've
I've
had it like pulled tongue, like in a slow cooker, and it was really tasty. The guy did a great job, but I just didn't like it. I like the texture of this way better.
So I think our goal when these are done, this tongue is done, is to make tongue tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got some butter lettuce, like the little cups of butter lettuce.
Yeah.
We'll do that. I made some steak sauce that's more tangy, kind of like taco sauce.
Yeah, and tongue is super keto in terms of like fat protein combo.
Collagen.
Yeah,
It's
really
full
high
of collagen.
So like some organs like liver has a lot of carbs in it, it makes sense. That's where your body stores that stuff. But tongue has a ton of great nutrients and stuff. But it's like 60% fat, which blows me away. But
and I think I can be totally grossed out by stuff like this, but I cleaned it. Like you're supposed to wash it and everything. I cleaned it, and it's very true what you tell yourself, right? Like we eat so many parts of the animal, so why is the tongue any different? And actually, when you think about the liver is filtering things out, the tongue is just it's clean.
The food's going in whole and clean with the tongue.
It's not like absorbing into it. It's not filtering it out.
Other parts, it's already partially digested.
Right.
Like.
So really, when
I
you
eat
think
those
about
parts
it,
all the time.
and we eat the heart, and we eat all that kind of stuff. So.
Now,
you should eat as much of the animal as you can. So.
A big key to finish off what happens with the tongue when you pull it out. When you pull it out of the pressure cooker, what do you do with the tongue then?
So this is the gross part, really. When you pull it out of the pressure cooker, you have to peel it. Peel your tongue when you're done with it. So that's the part that is
What's
a
up,
little bit
Brandon?
uncomfortable.
Yeah. So peeling a tongue. What does peeling a tongue?
So.
What does peeling a beef tongue look like?
So when we pull it out, because it's in the holder, it'll be easier to pull it out. It's going to be really hot, of course, so you're going to have to let it sit for a little bit. And then you're just going to kind of take a knife down the middle, and literally, you will be able to peel this hard layer off the tongue, and then you're just left with the meat underneath.
And don't eat that part.
You don't eat
Do
that.
not eat that part.
It's going to be harder.
Yeah.
And from what I read, I haven't done this yet, but from what I read, then we're going to save our peeled tongue.
The peeled part. We're going to save that.
What we peel off.
Yeah.
We're going to save that, and then that's going to go in our bone broth at some point.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome. So.
Yeah.
What's that? No, you didn't misread that at all. No. We have, it's beef tongue.
Yeah.
So.
And there'll be pictures too, but this is just to encourage you to try something different. It's easy.
If you rewatch and go to the beginning of the video, I'm holding it for you.
It's long.
Yeah, it looks terrifying. It looks like alien stuff, but yeah,
but it's super tasty.
Super tasty.
Yeah, just get it out of your mind. It's good. It's worth a try.
Yeah.
Be adventurous.
And so we'll post some pictures of this later. We're not going to do another video later of us pulling it out and peeling it, but I guess we could, kind of. I mean, why not?
We could.
So you should be afraid.
So you guys should let us know if you want a video of it peeled, while we're peeling it. If you actually want to see what it looks like.
The nutrition facts. The protein. It's.
I don't think it's super high in protein.
No, it's not terrible. Let me see.
Yeah, I know clearly it's a lot of fat, good quality fat.
I just had it up on my chronometer. Let me see if I still do. That's the wrong button. You keep talking, so we're not dead.
Well, I know they can't hear this, but this is starting to heat up now. The pressure cooker's starting to heat up. It takes a little bit to actually get there, and then once it's fully heated up, it's going to take 35 minutes to cook the tongue, and then, like I said, about a half hour to depressurize. Yeah, so for 100 grams of tongue, it's about 20 grams of protein, and to put that into consideration, I think like chicken's probably like 28, regular steak's probably about 25, so it's not super high in protein in those terms, but it's super high in good healthy fats, and that if it's coming from a healthy animal. I was going to say, so that's the other piece that we didn't really talk about is sourcing. Yeah. Your organ meat, if you want to talk about that. Yeah, organ meat, all meats, in my opinion, for a lot of reasons, should be coming from healthy animals, fed the way God intended them to eat. Like cows for thousands of years did not have
people feeding them corn, they had grass to eat. You go to a lot of places in this world, they're too poor to feed them corn, they're too poor to feed them grains, and those cows are so much better off. They're so much healthier.
They just graze on the pasture.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So if you're buying conventional beef from the store, you want to get it as lean and fat-free as you can, because fat's where the toxins are stored. And in terms of toxins, like a cow, conventional feedlot cow is pretty much dead on its feet by the time they butcher it, because they treat it so poorly. Whereas a grass-fed cow is out in the pasture, having a great life.
Loving life.
They're happy, happy cows. And a happy cow is a healthier cow for you. So you are
Right.
what your food eats.
Right. So I mean, very true with all meat, but organ meat especially.
But organs
don't
are
even bother.
organs are filters.
Right.
Period. I don't. The tongue, so. I'm
Yeah, I
not
don't
sure
know
if it's a
about
filter, but organs are filters. So you make sure you get your grass-fed, your organs from grass-fed animals. So.
Yep, for sure.
Thanks. We love doing it. So that's a lot of fun. But yeah, so in terms of actual protein and fat, it's a little lower on the protein, a little higher on the fat. But let me look up just steak real fast, or I'll look up a
the
steak.
difference between the two.
Beef steak round tip, 100 grams. That'd be 28 grams of protein, 4.5 grams of fat. That's like no visible fat on that steak. So things like that, we'll get a little fattier cut on something. Let's see. No visible fat eaten. No.
The other thing is, and we don't do this in the pressure cooker, but heart is delicious as well, and we like to make heart tacos
Yeah.
too. So pretty much,
Heart's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite. So
very much tastes like steak.
yeah, and
I
so
think.
like a fattier cut of steak, like a sirloin, a fattier cut of sirloin has about 26 grams of protein and like 15 grams of fat. So that's if you're eating the fat off that as well. So, which if it's grass-fed, eat the fat.
Right.
Grass-fed
Exactly.
animals have a something in it called CLA, which is like the only trans fat on this planet that's healthy, and CLA burns body fat. How cool is that? So, cheers for fat. That's right, Becky. So that's that. You guys have any questions before we get rolling? And would you like to see us? Would you like
Yeah.
to see this getting peeled
You
later?
want to see us peel a tongue?
Yeah. Because I don't know that there's much to it. I mean, I can't remember how we did it last time, but I'm going to leave it up to her.
Oh no! I was just gonna say it's up to you.
It tastes so good, man.
I feel like you're gonna have to be the one that peels this beef tongue.
So what we need to do is have like a beef tongue party sometime, and just have everybody that wants to come over and eat beef tongue.
BYOT.
Bring your own tongue. Yeah. We can do all kinds of tongue. Lamb. I've never done
Lamb.
deer. Well,
Why
I
did you
said
pick
lamb,
lamb?
because lamb was in chronometer.
How big is
Chronometer,
a lamb tongue?
It can't be that big, but I mean, like, how big's a deer tongue? If we ate deer tongue or something, I would totally eat elk tongue. There's an elk farm that's within a couple hours of here that I just remember finding out about. Any venison tongue, like elk, moose, those guys are huge. I would eat those tongues. That'd be way bigger than this.
Deer tongue? Or
Deer tongue would be tiny.
yeah, I was gonna say I feel like deer tongue would be,
But,
but you mean an elk.
Oh, an elk for sure,
Yeah.
and a moose. I mean, those moose are giant. So
Do you think our dog knows what we're saying and just gets scared we're gonna eat him someday?
he's just staring at us. If you can get some deer or some deer tongue, I would love to give that a try. So the cost of beef tongue, it's a lot of
Actually,
organs.
we had it. $5 was
$5 a
right
pound? So it all ranges. We generally don't pay more than $3 a pound for any organ meat because we can find it. You know, we have enough farmers we know.
So this is $2.99 a pound,
$2.99 a pound for
and
this
it was
one.
a 1.82 pound tongue.
Yeah. So and that one was given to us though. But a lot of times we don't pay maybe $3.50 for organs, meat, bones, stuff like that, or not meat, but organs and bones because there's always going to be a different farmer that we can find that has it for that. I have a buddy that's a farmer, and he just told me he was thinking about raising his prices, and I said, well, I'm going to find a new farmer. I'm sorry, because people don't want this stuff, and I do. So supply and demand.
They're like trying to get rid of it, and we're saying like,
Oh,
take
yes.
it.
If you're willing to cut that deer tongue out for me, I will take it. I will take it in a heartbeat.
You don't know how it was fed.
Several deer tongue. Well, I mean, a deer eats what it's supposed to eat. If it doesn't eat right, it gets sick. So,
I think that's it.
That's everything, guys. So,
And he's peeling the tongue.
so if you want to see us peel a tongue later, just
I mean, I just want you to confirm that that's what you're going to be doing later.
I want to eat it. So I didn't peel the last one. I might have to call Marlene and find out how to do it. So,
All right, that's it.
all right, peeps, we'll
We'll
be
have
back in
pictures
like an
then.
hour or so. I guess hour or two, because
Probably
this
a
is
little
going
over
for
an hour.
about 35 minutes. We did it with them. It was 45.
It just depends how long
It was-
it takes to get up to
It was an old
temperature.
school pressure cooker, and it was pretty cool. So
It's 35 once it gets up to speed. So.
yeah. So once it gets up to warm enough, it's 35 minutes. So
And then 30 to depressurize.
what's up, Dana? What's up,
Hey, Dana.
Allison?
Dana,
So
we're eating tongue.
tongue, Dana, tongue.
All right, I think we're good. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
for
we
you guys
just
to
keep rambling every
we're
time someone
rambling.
jumps on. We don't
Yeah.
need to do that. So
So that's it.
yeah. All right. Talk to you
Okay.
guys soon.
All right, see ya.